Hey guys, this is directly after a previous video I just recorded talking about, it was basically a mic test as well as talking about how I completed my fast path within not even a full week. But I did think of something while doing that, and it comes down to the challenges. Why did it come down to the challenges? Well, here's the thing. I was talking about how, like, when you're actually playing the game, it's fine to play the game actually, but during the times where you're not, like, auto-running, just come over here, you know, and do your challenges. Because your challenges, even if you complete the pass, still goes towards your daily limit. But I did think about one thing, and the main thing I'm talking about for this video, the races. Why am I talking about races? Well, the main reason why is because I realized the possibility you could have with the amount you can get for a race. So, what can you do with the races? Well, I'm basically making this video for the newer people, people that are getting into Sonic Beat Simulator. Let's say people that are Sonic fans but realize this exists and realizes that anniversary is coming up, so we will get anniversary stuff for this. Or just in general, it's just general use. So basically with the races, you can do it here, but I suggest a few settings. It's just going down here. Where is it? I don't have these two on just because they really don't matter. The main things I have changed off the base settings is race return destination as race world. And teleport confirmation prompts off. That is what I have changed based off the default stuff. If you go here to this rocket, you'll probably figure this out straight away. Like when you start the game, you go to the rocket here, you'll be placed inside of the race world. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say it. We're not going to worry about this action or drag races because drag races don't really give much, and action races is easy. Because I'm going to go back here to Metal City Race. This will help you get towards Jet the Hawk and all that, but I think you might have to have a few rebirths with the newer update in order to get to this. But this one, you are forced to use a hoverboard. Now, I'll explain things to you guys while I do this. A race, basically when you complete a race, you get tickets. Sometimes, like the drag race and stuff, you can compete against other players, but most of the time, you're just competing by yourself. Like this Metal City race. It's just me. That was a very bad waste of time. Anyways, you go through the race, and then eventually it tells you your placement, and you get tickets. Now, I'll tell you this. With the stats I have, actually no stats right now, you get 21 no matter what. Now, the reason I wanted to talk about this is because you can change some things. If you grind through the races enough, you can go into the shop here, and you can buy a race suit character. Whether it's Race Suit Sonic, Shadow, whatever. I might actually go for Sonic here. Just because I'm pretty sure he's using some passes and stuff. So just in case in the future. It seems like you can only buy them once. So be careful not to get rid of them. I'm not too sure on that because I feel like I may have bought Race Suit Omega, but it could have been from the trading hub. In any case, these Race Suit characters have a unique stat, which, if this bug wasn't happening, it would be very much easier to show. Basically, for this bug, I can't, things aren't here, so I'm going to have to kind of wait a second till it chooses to fix itself. And it's only like a partial fix, it's not even full-on fix. Do 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 do. I don't know why it does this. There we go. I'm going down to the Blaze. That's Rouge. Blaze. Not Luminosity. Race Suit. Race Suit has this little stat here, this little icon here. This is very helpful. Basically, if I go over here, all the basic Race Suit skins have this stat. And it starts out with 1, which is kind of useless. And you'll understand in a bit. Sorry for any lag that happens in this video. If the mic quality does go down the gutter, I'm sorry because I am still testing a new mic setting. That was really bad. I usually don't take this bottom path. I try to get up to there. But basically, when I complete this, if you remember before, it was like 21. Now I got 42 chickens. So, that is with the stat of 2. Basically, that race sign means you multiply the amount of races. So, at level 1, you have no stats. At level 2, you get the +1. At level 3, you finally... I don't know. Hold on. Hold. At level 3, you still have +1. Level 4, you get the +2. Level 5, you get +2. And then level 6, the 6th mastery, on all the normal Race Suit characters, to my knowledge. So, Race Suit Big and all these Race Suit ones, you get up to a +3 stat. That means you get 3 times the value. Same, I'm pretty sure it goes for these gold Race Suits. I think the difference, which I'm going to confirm right here on my phone. Yes, the gold Race Suit skins only go up to +3. But that is the exotic version, which is the one I'm pretty sure you can buy here. If you somehow get the limited Race Suit Sonic, the limited gold Race Suit Sonic or limited gold Race Suit Shadow, those can get up to a +5, meaning that they can get 5 times the value. Now, this goes to the whole reason why I started this video. I saw a Reddit post talking about this, and I wanted to do some math about what's the most you can get. So, I'm going to do this on... kind of tempted to do it on here. Calculated. Cool. So, per race, I get 21. So then we're going to multiply that by 5. Let's say you somehow get the limited gold Race Suit Sonic or Shadow. You have that 5 times multiplier of Mastery 6. Immediately right there, you're getting 105. 105 tickets for doing one race. But if you get this for 150 Robux, you get 2 times. It does stack. So if you multiply by 2, which you get 210. But this is where it gets crazy. Down here for a regular spin, it is 200 tickets. You want to buy as many as you can and go until you hit basically the 3 boost here or this one. The reason why you want the boost is because it is a 3 times multiplier boost. Meaning, when you multiply it by 3, you can get up to 630. You get up to 630 for just existing. With the boost, which as we saw in the free spin, you can get 10 minutes. So you get 10 minutes, let's say each one of those is about a minute 30. I'll do this math on my phone. So do 10 minutes like this, divide by 1.5 basically. You can basically get 6 uses out of it. So in our example, if you get that 10 minute 3 times value while having everything stacked upon it, you can get, I said 6 uses, so 630 times 6, you can get 3,780 tickets in the amount of time you would have for the spin, and that's if you get only 6 within the time frame. If you can get a 7th, that'll be a little bit more. This is all taking into account, though, for the 5 times value. So 21 times 5. So how would it differ? Well, if we did 21 times 3, the max that you can get with a regular race suit. Well, let's say you get the 2 times, and then you get this 3 times stacked upon that. That is 378, meaning in that same amount of time, so in that same amount of time, it would be 378 times 6 uses, which would still be 2,268 tickets that you can get for doing the 10-minute span. So basically, what I'm getting at is that you have, if you're able to set this up correctly, you have a lot of tickets that you can get from races. What can you do with tickets? Well, of course, in that cycle, you're going to be buying regular spins for 200 tickets to spin and spin and spin to get the race time. But with this spins, they count towards the free spin, like the free legendary spin. So for you doing races, you can get about, if you have a boost, you can get about 10. Yeah, you can get about 11. I think it would have been 11. Yes, you can get about 11 spins for the normal wheel for the regular race 2 with the game pass in the 10 minutes span. And that's if it's just 6. If you get 7, you can get 2 more spins out of that for 13. But then if you instead had the premium legend, oh, that's too much. If you had like that premium limited skin, you can have, oh man, almost 20 spins at the 6 matches of the races. Or you can have 22 spins if you have the limited race suit skin at max mastery and all that. If you can fit in 7 of the races. So yes, that is assuming that everything does work like that. I know that this is a 3 times value. I've tested it in the past, but whether they stack correctly like that, I do not know. What I do know is that I am going to try to trade for at least a Sonic. Also, just know that the Sonic at least will have luck and event stat. So if you have it, if you're going for 6-star, you can get a 10 event stat. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have for this race video. If you want to maximize your stats for races, you can do it that way. I suggest just starting small. Go ahead and start with doing races to get tickets. Once you get enough tickets, go ahead and buy any like race skin you want. You can do the cream or the tails, or yeah, cream or tails, and that's like the cheapest you can get. Get them to level 3 to where they get the 2 times multiplier. Now alone help you. What do these chows do? I'm not too sure, to be honest. I will take a hit to test for y'all. So, full moon, taxi, and a driver. So, taxi, nothing good. Full moon has magnet, and that was a waste. Okay, don't get the chows. So I gotta do these ones. When did I get these guys? I don't even know where I get most of these from. In any case, yes, that is the best thing to do. Also, I will say here, Metal City is way quicker than the Metal Sonic. Which also, they had a great chance at calling back the Stardust, like, Speedway or whatever. But yes, that is how to maximize all your stats. Like I said before, I suggest just going in, get a tickets enough to buy a skin at least once. Then go through and pick out like your favorite or something. Or something that's helpful, and then go up and up until you get one of these ones. That can be very helpful. Or if you can somehow get a limited and trade it for a race suit limited. You see what I mean? That's just basically the best way for you all to do this. But yeah, that's all for this video. This was longer than my little test video with a mic, so hopefully my mic actually worked correctly. My throat is dry, so yeah, I need to get something to drink soon. Thank you for watching, and hope you guys have a great day, morning, or afternoon, or night. Bye-bye.